like to speak about the issue of the fact that 49 states are now looking into the mortgage foreclosure problem where the plaintiffs are foreclosing where they don't have the legal right to do so. For those of you who watch my videos, you know that over a year ago we started noticing that many of the foreclosures were coming in dealing with situations where the servicer was bringing suit against both the association and the owner, and we determined that it was in the best interest, and it remains in the best interest of the clients, to act to try and get that lawsuit dismissed. Why is that? In the old days, we figured that, and old days meaning before about 18 months ago, in the old days we figured, well, why fight the mortgage company? We're going to be wiped out by them, and we're going to end up throwing good money after bad. The problem is that the courts are so crushed with the number of foreclosures that mortgage foreclosures that used to take 180 days to finish are now taking 750 days. To add insult to injury, in February, the 2nd District Court of Appeal ruled that when a mortgage recorded before July 1st, 2008 is foreclosed, the lender, upon taking title, pays the association $0, which means that if they drag it, which means that they have every incentive to drag out the eventual taking of title. Because again, in the old days, a lot of associations felt, well, why should we worry about it? We're going to get 1% or 1 year's worth of assessments. Even if it takes a year and a half, we won't be out that much. And the reality is, I don't believe there's enough capital in the banking system for all of these lenders to take title to these homes, and there's zero incentive for them to go quickly, because if it's a mortgage recorded before July 1st, 2008, they know they don't have to pay anything until they take title. And besides, when they take title, regardless, they have to start paying assessments from that point forward, and maintenance and insurance and property taxes and all the other costs. And then they have to try and sell it in this market in Florida, which, as we all know, is pretty bad. So the fraud and the whatever else you want to call it, sloppy paperwork, and the mortgage foreclosure industry has led to government finally waking up that there's a problem here. And I'm not in favor of allowing people to walk away from legitimate debts, but I am against the exercise of what's called due process. Everyone's allowed to have their day in court, and a proper day in court. So under these circumstances, the current mortgage foreclosure inactivity or moratorium on mortgage foreclosures works to the benefit of the associations. It means that all of you, especially HOAs, have the opportunity to have extra time within which to demand, lien, foreclose, take title, and either rent it or sell your interest to a third party, and to someone who will make you whole and who will operate the property, lease it out pending the mortgage foreclosure, and move forward. So in my book, the delay in mortgage foreclosures operates to your benefit, just in the same way as attacking bad faith mortgage foreclosures operated to your benefit prior to the government waking up to it. So if you've got bad faith mortgage foreclosure authorizations going, that's great. If not, please understand how this ties into the bigger picture, and how the mortgage companies are in no hurry to take title. It's better from your perspective if the mortgage foreclosure slows down, stops, or is dismissed entirely, because then the current homeowner has the assets to pay you, or you have the time to take title, turn it around, and rent it and deal with it. So the reality is that the moratorium on mortgage foreclosures is only a good thing from your perspective. From my perspective as lawyer to associations, I don't care who the delinquent owners don't pay, other than they better not pay you. And that's part of what I do for a living. So keep in mind that this mortgage foreclosure moratorium is your opportunity to really put the pedal to the metal on the collections process. Hopefully it'll free up some assets for those owners who are delinquent to pay you, and give you, and if they don't pay you, then you do what you have to do to protect the integrity of the association. And you also send the message to not only the people who aren't paying, but the people who are considering not paying, thinking, well, gee, they're not doing anything. All I got was a claim of lien, and it's just rotting there. And more important, the people who do pay, because they're wondering, well, why am I paying if the association's not doing anything? So you need to be aggressive. You need to take steps both offensively and defensively to sidetrack the mortgage foreclosures if you can. If they're delayed, that's fine too. And we need to go quicker and get you title to these properties, which we're doubly committed to doing. It's a tough world out there. The Rays lost their last 2 games, or the last game at home, and they're out of the playoffs. But hey, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm used to heartbreak. The last time the Cubs won the World Series was 1905. So hang in there, Cubs fans. We'll come back. Hang in there, Rays fans and associations. You hang in there too. Let's work together and get these things cleaned up. See you next time.